It's Phil Lindemann with your Krystal 93 News at 4. The former Grand Hotel off exit 203 in Frisco has a new name, but not a new owner. It's now known as the White Peak Hotel, owned by New Vision Hotels of Colorado Springs. For decades, that was the Holiday Inn. Recent online reviews, they're all over the map. Says one, booked last minute, price was good for the area. Says another, $700 per night when the interstate closed. He slept in his car instead. Frisco is the only local town where tax revenue was growing last year. Breckenridge, Silverthorne, and Dillon lost revenue. Some industries were doing better than others. In Silverthorne, online retail grew by 17%. In Frisco, hotels and lodges were up 29%. They had been suffering big during the pandemic. In Breckenridge, though, just about every major industry was down. Only restaurants, bars, and retail did better, just slightly. Everyone, though, took a hit in November. Silverthorne experts blame lean snow and a late Thanksgiving. Dillon Town Council is holding a special meeting tomorrow, less than a week before its historic recall election. This meeting is for one thing: packaging 6 downtown parcels for redevelopment. This includes the Pug Ryan's building and connected parking lots. Detroit developer Jake Porritt has confidential agreements to buy Pugs and the neighboring Payne building. Porritt could sign those agreements as soon as March 25th. That is 3 weeks after the recall election. Today we are in the classroom with Melissa Klatt at Dillon Valley Elementary, where 4th grade history is coming alive, but with a twist.
Think of somebody in history who really stands out to you, and then they get to make a story, like a fictional story about that person.
Miss Klatt says she had a blast reading these stories. One student wrote historical fiction for Mae Jemison, the first African-American astronaut.
It's a high-level skill to gather facts and then interweave their own style to the writing and make it like a narrative story.
That was the assignment just before break, and the perfect warm-up for state testing next month.
The kids did a really good job. They really included figurative language and dialogue. So just as 4th graders, I've been really impressed lately.
The teacher even learned a thing or two, and for her, that's what Dillon Valley is all about.
Being a teacher, a lot of it is just how can I use this curriculum and connect it to student lives and what's actually important to them, what would be fun for them.
Thanks again for going in the classroom. Proudly presented by Heavenly Times Hot Tubs and Billiards and Boost Oxygen for teachers who learn. And in local sports, Summit High Hockey is gearing up for opening game of the State 4A tournament up against Cheyenne Mountain tonight on home ice. Here's senior winger Merrick Matson.
I go out there every shift and try as hard as I can, move my feet, get down in the corners, get dirty.
Puck drop tonight, 6 o'clock at Stephen C. West Ice Arena in Breck. Phil Lindemann, Krystal 93 News.